How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Ladies and gents, we've got Pokemon news out the wazoo. We've got a lot of information coming our way from, of course, RIDDLE. If you do not know who RIDDLE is, he's an individual who last year leaked a bunch of actual real information about Pokemon's, Legends, Arceus, and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, he's returned with new information, and this time around, he's got some really spicy stuff. So sit back, relax, and let's get started right away. Starting things off with this right here. So this is a thread put together by Soul Silver Art, our local leak analyst, who put together some information that's interesting. So here is one of the things that was posted by RIDDLE. A sneak peek at the collage. Maybe it could help you track a trail of new clues. Now, he's basically recently, for the last almost 8 days for last week, he's been posting these images of different legendary Pokemon. And now he finally gave us this picture that kind of gives us a bunch of hints. It says Grape, then it says GL Teaser 1, the new Pokemon data, Gen 9 Pokedex, new Pokemon Teaser 1, and new Regional Form Teaser 3. And then Poketools, some Japanese text, Numpy, and some other stuff. And people have already discovered some interesting things about it. So let's get started with the first things first, which of course is, what is he talking about here? And here's what it is. So we got this picture in the top right here. If you look at this in the top left, right there where it says Grape, that image is actually all of these images. That's what it is. It's specifically all of these images of the legendaries, that being Lugia, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Zekrom, I think, and Solgaleo, as far as I can see on my screen. And yeah, basically that's what you got right here, right? You got these guys just kind of chilling, and that's about all. And he says here, as I thought, color theory was incorrect, which we thought that maybe the colors had some connection, but it doesn't seem like the case. Felt like it couldn't be anything else. But Ku's newest image has so much to break down. Later, foremost being a preview of the collage, which shows us riding every mascot that he hinted. So we can ride the Scarlet Violet mascot riding Pokemon Returns. Is that maybe the case? Because that's the thing that's happening with all these images here. It's rideable legendaries. Now, seems there's no 8th picture coming, and Lunala was the actual last picture. I'm now 99% sure that riding the Scarlet Violet mascots is the answer, but in what context? Does this mean riding Pokemon Return, or is this plot mechanic specific? Lugia and Zekrom make it feel like the former. And he continues on, which is, actually, I think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the connection would be there, but I think it's really sick, the idea of actually having riding Pokemon back. Now, will that be riding the legendaries only, or riding any kind of Pokemon? I don't know, but a riding feature, because we already talked about this, the potential of there being something similar to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's riding mechanic returning, but I don't know. But nonetheless, let's continue on. So, I wouldn't stop here, though. This is a sneak peek at the collage. It's possible there's more to the whole collage than this riding Legends picture. This is only called Grape. Violet, not Scarlet. Also, GL Teaser equals Grape Legend Teaser. Why would double Grape Legends? Maybe GL means something else. So, yeah, we don't know what GL Teaser actually refers to. Actually, it's definitely not the complete collage. Ku said there would be not safe for work puppy stuff. Ain't there? But you know what other image he shared in the Legends month? The puppy chariot. Could that be related to us riding the Scarlet Violet Legends? A chariot / harness like in PLA rides. Yes, that actually makes total sense. That actually makes total sense. Literally, maybe a legendary like a horse that we ride with almost a chariot. Wouldn't be that surprising. But yes, I don't know. It is very strange because if you think about it, it fits. It actually fits. So, what if this isn't about Scarlet Violet's mascot, but instead of that we can literally ride these 7 in the first collage? We just have to wait and see the rest of the collage. Also, I want to backtrack and say the colors could still be involved. Could it be a double meaning? I never mean to speak in absolutes. Seems we also didn't notice that there's one more picture on Ku's collage that we missed and looks very familiar to the Chariot Doggo. Really good find from Pocozo here. Yes, it is right in the middle. It looks like it is the Chariot Doggo. So yeah, it seems like the case, lads. I think they've basically cracked it here. They basically pretty much cracked it, which is bloody incredible. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? We continue on though. Been seeing people getting confused that the dog is a Scarlet Violet mascot. Don't forget Ku's Master's Riddle, which gave us 2 dragons. Maybe the Violet Dragon is dog-like in design, and maybe the third legend is another dog. A fun, unlikely theory. We can ride all these legendaries in different environments. I think that would be sick. But yes, that is pretty much the conclusion of this part of the breakdown. Now we go over to the second part. So he says, as I thought, the color theory was incorrect, but I felt like it couldn't be anything else. But Ku's newest image has so much to break down later. Foremost being a preview of the collage, which shows us riding every mascot he hinted. So we could ride the Scarlet Violet mascots and riding Pokemon do return. Well, you know, that would be the case. I mean, we like, as we already said, like, this does seem pretty reasonable. Like, like in my opinion, I think that seems pretty reasonable in any way you kind of look at it. I think it just does make a lot of sense. But again, I don't really know 100%. You can never really, like, truly trust this stuff 100%. But here's the other thread that I actually want to take a look at, which is, now we probably figured out the sneak peek of the collage. It's time to kind of, like, you know, break down the rest of the desktop. Remember, when Foolish People said he wouldn't have info until his source in June went to work, let's start with the names of the documents and the pictures. So, of course, we have a lot of stuff in there. So, first of all, grape seems very specific to violet, so I wonder if there's an orange collage coming too. GL teaser, what do you think this means? Gym leader teaser makes the most sense to me. Grape legendary was thrown around, but I don't know. Open for suggestions. New Pokemon data is probably exactly what it says. Could be an actual in-game stats, moves, abilities, or maybe even what they look like. Then there is the big one, Gen 9 Dex. I thought maybe it was the same image as the PLA Dex, just to tease us, but they are different when you look close. The main point is, I don't think that this is the entire Dex and or all the new Mons. He may or may not have all that info yet. Either way, it's not in the Dex order and or may only be the new Gen 9 Pokemon versus being the whole Scarlet Violet regional Dex. I say this because it clearly starts with fire and then electric types instead of the starters. New Pokemon and regional form titles probably mean even though we chose the starter info for next month, he may still give us the info on the new object or Waifumon and eventually the new riveting regional form. So this is what he's talking about here is there was this poll made by RIDDLE for what we want him to reveal next. And pretty much everybody said stuff about the starters, which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of wanted to see what, like, the, you know, riveting new regional form would be, in my personal opinion, but it is what it is, right? Nonetheless, but he continues on here, or maybe these are entirely different. So, lastly, I think the 4 in the bottom left are the same as before. And if there's anything different here, please let us know. And I don't think there's really much else to be added here right now, but that's pretty much that from our boy Soul Silver Art, who put together some interesting, you know, thoughts. And then there was actually a nice little, like, kind of compilation almost by Pokemon Millennium of everything, kind of like just taking everything and just, you know, smash it together into a singular post, which I think is really cool. And here's basically what they had to say. So, rumored Pokemon Scarlet Violet, the theory of colors, rideable creatures, or the clue to a new legendary. And basically they just kind of went through this. Several months have passed since the announcement, and, you know, there's really hasn't been a lot said. But now with Twitter user RIDDLE, known for his riddles, has recently published a series of images representing individual body parts of some legendary Pokemon. We've only listed a few above. Immediately, a strong curiosity arose in the fans who tried to give the right explanation. Of all the theories proposed, the one that seemed to convince the most was linked to light, a concept on which Scarlet and Violet seem to be based. However, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. It actually seems like they've kind of gone away from that. That seems to have nothing to do with this, right? The actual RGB CMYK thing doesn't seem to be the case, because based on what we've seen right now from the most recent stuff, the most recent posts, it seems like this is more to do with legendary rideable monsters, like literally riding legendaries, right? Which actually would be really interesting. But the only word we have is grape, and that would imply that this is maybe the Pokemon you can ride. And that is what I'm going to predict, okay? This is my prediction, okay? My personal prediction. If you look at the list of the Pokemon listed here, okay? You have Lugia, the Gen 3 legendaries. I always confuse Zekrom and freaking and the counterpart Kyurem. But you got Zekrom. You got Zekrom, I think, in this case, right? You got Zekrom. And you also have Solgaleo. So what I think is going to be, this is for Violet, plus the legendary Chariot over there. That Chariot is for the Violet legendary, I think. And then I think for the other game, we were going to probably switch out Lugia with Ho-Oh, and then switch out Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza with other legendaries. Like, let's think of a good example of some legendaries. Generation 4, I would take out of the equation. Gen 5 doesn't work either. Maybe Generation 6 could actually work. Like, you know, maybe having Yveltal, Xerneas, and whatchamacallem, Subarashi, my boy, your favorite Pokemon. How did I forget its name? Oh my god. The third legendary. It is so forgotten that even I freaking forgot it. Literally, I cannot remember it. Like, this is one of those moments where you know what you're talking about. Zygarde, right? Zygarde. There we go. My point is, I think maybe it could be those, or some other trio of legendaries. Could literally be the legendary dogs, though I feel like they're not on the same level as Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. I feel like a little bit smaller in scale. But another trio, and then instead of Solgaleo, it would be Lunala. Instead of Zekrom, it would be Kyurem, right? So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, right? That's the way my brain is kind of computing all this stuff together. But I want to get, just get your guys' thoughts and opinions on all this in the comment section down below. And that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. And some of you guys maybe came here from stream. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll be streaming again soon. See you soon. Bye.